president annihilated a cocaine speedboat operated by the cartel last night. They never saw it coming. America's been getting poisoned by drugs and gangs for decades. The old way of doing business didn't work, so Trump flipped the script.
So Trump has announced a new way of combating the drug cartels. He's just going to take them out. Apparently they haven't been heeding his warnings, so Trump warns Venezuela of incalculable cost over migrant dispute. President Donald Trump issued an ultimatum to Venezuela on Saturday via Truth Social, demanding the country immediately accept what he has described as prisoners and individuals from mental institutions who were allegedly sent to the United States. Venezuela on Friday accused the United States of waging an undeclared war in the Caribbean and called for the UN probe of American strikes that have killed over a dozen alleged drug traffickers on boats in recent weeks. I don't think they're going to get very far with that. The Justice Department filing seeks to overturn a federal judge's ruling that blocked the administration's termination of temporary protected status protections for over 300,000 Venezuelan migrants currently living in the U.S. Make no mistake, this particular portion was set up by the Biden administration, is likely unlawful and unconstitutional. He granted temporary protected status to millions of people, but in this particular case, over 300,000 Venezuelan illegal immigrants. Now, obviously, that information has not come out from the mainstream sources, but based on what I've read, my interpretation, I'm pretty sure that's what the case is. The Gateway Pundit reports, on Saturday, President Trump took to Truth Social to warn Venezuelan leadership that they better take care of the monsters they are allowing into the United States or else. The president wrote, "We want Venezuela to immediately accept all of prisoners and people from the mental institutions, which includes the worst in the world, insane asylums that Venezuelan leadership has forced into the United States of America." That sounds pretty accurate. "Thousands of people have been badly hurt and even killed by these monsters. Get them the hell out of our country right now, or the price you pay will be incalculable." The Pentagon issued a warning to Maduro government in Venezuela in early September after two of the regime's F-16 fighter jets flew near the USS Jason Dunham, an Arleigh Burke-class Aegis guided missile destroyer that is part of the U.S. fleet patrolling off the coast of Venezuela to combat that government's drug cartel trafficking. Oh, I wonder if that's who took out that boat in that famous clip we saw on Fox. Trump then signaled a willingness to consider striking cartels inside Venezuela. Oh dear. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think we've declared war on Venezuela. And for him to do that, I mean, it's not unheard of, obviously. He himself sent missiles into Syria sometime back during his first term. Also, Obama and Biden both struck other countries or sent missiles into other countries with no formal declaration of war. Citing multiple anonymous sources briefed on the plan, CNN reported that Trump has approved options for targeted strikes on Venezuelan soil, escalating the U.S.'s response after Venezuela flew jets near a U.S. warship as a show of force. So did they actually send forces to us as a show of force, quote unquote? And if they did, I mean, that's an escalation. It's kind of hard to prove, but also Venezuela, I believe, has recently sold drilling equipment and sites to China to drill oil. So this may have been a long time coming. On September 2nd, Venezuelan F-16 fighters jets buzzed a U.S. warship in a show of force after the U.S. military blew up a Tren de Aragua drug trafficking vessel. All right, that's the one we noted, the infamous video that Fox played. On September 17th, the U.S. Southern Command released a video portraying U.S. troops training for amphibious landings in Puerto Rico as the naval and aerial siege in Venezuela gains even more momentum. The U.S. deployment is the largest in Latin America in 26 years in response to growing concern over drug trafficking and regional instability. Almost 300,000 people have died of fentanyl-related causes in the U.S. in the last 4 years. Yeah, thanks a lot, Biden admin. Appreciate that.